from Peoria, Illinois, it's the IHSA Boys Class AA State Basketball Championships presented by Country Companies. When it matters most, the country's behind you. And by Pepsi. Nothing else is a Pepsi. Here we go, title game, Peoria Manual, 30-1 going against West Aurora, 29-3. Here are David Kaplan and Tom Dorr to bring it to us, guys.
All right, thank you, sir. Peoria Manual against West Aurora. We're ready for the state championship game. It's a lot of fun to make it just to a state championship game. It's a lot of fun to make it here. But to be in the finals is something special. And Cappy, when you look at Peoria Manual, we could talk about Sergio McLean very easily. We could talk about any one of their starters. But, boy, I think Frank Williams is a guy that so far has just been so good for them.
Frank Williams, one of the prime-time juniors in America. This guy steps up, knocks down big threes. He scores. He handles the ball. He is a complete player, and he knows he's still got to get the ball inside to Marcus Griffin and Sergio McLean.
Other guy I like is Marlon Brooks. He came out in the first ball game when McLean came out. I think scored 10 points in a row and just seems to hit clutch basket after clutch basket.
Marlon Brooks is just a sophomore, Tom. He's getting unbelievable experience down here, and you're right. He has stepped up. When the television cameras showed up for the Elite Eight, he's played just tremendous basketball.
West Aurora to have a chance now, because I think Peoria Manual is the better team. West Aurora has to play very, very well. And I like Jason Passley. He's a guy that's got to shoot the ball. He's got to be hot for them.
He's going to have to take shots. Even if they're not going in early, he's got to get himself some rhythm, get himself into a little bit of a roll. Very good scorer. Also can penetrate and dish or score over bigger people. Has he ever scored over Marcus Griffin? That's going to be a tough challenge.
Travis Williams, a guy that showed us a lot of guts in their first game win. He doesn't score a lot of points. He just does a lot of things well.
Well, Travis Williams is their emotional leader. Yes, they got a big offensive output from him yesterday, but he gets a huge job tonight. He's guarding Frank Williams in man-to-man coverage, 5'11" against 6'4". Yeoman work. We'll see what he can do with it.
All right, lots going on here. We're going to have a lot of fun with this state championship game. We've got the national anthem coming up. Christy Anderson will sing the anthem. She is from Aurora, Wabanzi Valley, and Paul Herzog's their public address announcer.
Address the flag with your hand over your heart as Christy Anderson, a student at Aurora, Wabanzi Valley High School, sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free? And the home of the brave.
I'm ready for a state championship game. I hope you are. We're at Carver Arena here in Peoria as West Aurora gets set to take on Peoria Manual. Here's Paul Herzog with our lineups.
And the city of Peoria, welcome to America's original March Madness. Tonight's Class AA championship game in Carver Arena features the defending state champion Peoria Manual Rams with a record of 30-1. And the West Aurora Blackhawks, a record of 29-3. Let's meet the starting lineups. At a forward for Peoria Manual, a 6'5" senior, number 40, Sergio McLean. At a forward for West Aurora, a 6'4" junior, number 40, Andre Newsom. The other forward for the Rams, 6'2" junior, number 42, Robert Johnson. The other forward for the Blackhawks, a 6'5" senior, number 44, Greg Miller. The Peoria Manual center, a 6'9" senior, number 52, Marcus Griffin. The West Aurora center, a 6'4" senior, number 52, Vincent Green. A third forward for the Rams, a 6'5" senior, number 54, Jarrell Page. At a guard for the Blackhawks, a 5'11" junior, 22, Travis Williams. The Manual guard, a 6'4" junior, number 30, Frankie Williams. The other guard for West Aurora, 5'11" junior, 32, Jason Pasley. Head coach of Manual in his third season with a record of 93-5, Wayne McLean.
1, 2, 3. Come with me!
Eric Collins is standing by. Eric, we know that there was a time discrepancy between when one team had a little rest and the other. How'd it go?
Well, that may be the one advantage that West Aurora has, and that's just time off. They had about 2.5 hours just to rest back at the hotel. Of course, they played the very first game. They stayed around and they watched as Manual defeated Thornton. Then they went back to the hotel. They got a quick meal, and like I said, they had about 2.5 hours to rest and relax. Manual, on the other hand, they had about a half hour. Immediately after the game, they went back, they had a meal. Then they came directly back to Carver Arena. They rested for a half hour in the locker room. During that time, Sergio McLean, who's had so much trouble with injuries the last couple of games, he had 3 more stimulation treatments on his neck and on his shoulders, just trying to keep him loose and try and keep the inflammation from getting out of hand. He is probably at about 70%. That's what the team doctor is saying. But, of course, he's starting, and he'll play as needed, says his father and coach, Wayne McLean. Should be a good game. Tommy, back to you.
All right, thanks, Eric. Let's take a look at our country company starting lineup for Wayne McLean's Peoria Manual Ball Club. Williams and Page are at the guards, McLean his son, and Johnson at the forwards, and Marcus Griffin is their center. For West Aurora, Gordon Kirkman has Williams and Pasley, Newsom, Miller, and Green, big man in the middle. We are ready for the state championship game. Our officials, Rick Biederman and John Dacey.
There is a buzz in this arena, Tom. It is tremendous in here.
Manual easily wins the tap, and they'll go down and set up on offense. Williams with it on top as they really are going to take their time.
Be interesting now to see what West Aurora is going to do guarding the post. Coach Kirkman told me a couple of tactical things they're going to try as the game goes along, how they're going to handle Marcus Griffin. The other big question is, will Travis Williams handle Frank Williams?
Page put it up, and I'm not sure if that was tapped or not. Page put it in, but it looked like Griffin, if he didn't touch it, he was right next to it.
Certainly looked like he got a hand on it.
Yeah, there we go. Now they correct it and say that Marcus Griffin tapped it in. David, for West Aurora, it would seem that they've got to hit their outside shots to open things up inside.
But the important thing is they're going to have to get real good looks and let everyone get a touch here and get everyone acclimated to playing in the state championship game. This is a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Inside, Green with the left hand couldn't put it in, and Marcus Griffin right there.
When you get opportunities 3 feet from the basket fairly open, you're going to have to convert a high percentage for West Aurora to be successful. On paper, Manual has a decided advantage in talent.
But in the state championship game, in a one-game playoff, Page puts it up and in again.
Well, there's what we were just talking about, how you're going to attempt to guard the low post. There's a lob inside, no weak side support, an easy lay-in.
Head coach Gordon Kirkman says you got to have help. You have got to have help on that, obviously. That's Pasley with the basketball. He gets it right back. Nice fake. Goes inside, and a foul will be called as Vincent Green went to the basket. See if that's on Marcus Griffin. Yep. Marcus picks up the foul.
A lot of contact inside. Hang in the air. Got him with the arm and with the body.
David, I always thought as a center that it wasn't a bad move to block the first shot, even if you picked up a foul.
Or if you got to pick, even if you pick up a goaltender.
Yeah, right.
And I remember John Thompson did that with Patrick Ewing. He said, the first several shots I want you to swat away. Because even though several of them were called goaltending, he put in the minds of the opposition, wow, that guy's really active inside. Marcus Griffin has great shot blocking abilities.
Can he save it? He can. Frankie Williams will bring it up the floor. Williams had it knocked away by Green, tried to save it. He tried to save that ball twice, couldn't quite do it.
Real good hustle. Real good hustle. Keeps his foot in, just nowhere to throw it.
The other thought there is, do you call a timeout early in the ball game for one possession? I'm not sure that you do.
I agree with you. Save the timeout. Plus, he had so much momentum hurtling toward the press row. Tough to call.
Robert Johnson with the three, and it's 7-1 now. Peoria Manual with the lead. Williams bounced it off his foot out of bounds. It'll belong to Manual.
West Aurora a little bit in awe right now. And they tried to stay away from their trapping defense that they used early in the tournament because they don't feel Manual is a team they can trap. They may have to go to that just for a different look.
Marcus Griffin gets it back to Frank Williams. 4-3. And the rebound by Page, and second chance points could kill West Aurora.
That's why he's in the lineup. Rather than Marlon Brooks, who's a heck of a player in his own right, Wayne McLean made a move to go with a big body in the state Elite Eight. I think it was a good move, and there he cleans up the offensive glass again.
David, you and I talked about the keys to the Final Eight, the Elite Eight here, March Madness, and I still think it's rebounding. From the left side, the jumper wouldn't go. Griffin had it knocked away and got it back.
I think you're right, Tom. It's taking care of the defensive glass and trying to maximize your opportunities on second chance points.
Williams with the nice move, can't get it. Rebound finally brought down by Pasley. 3-on-1 break. Right side, one dribble, and the layup goes in. Newsom makes it 9-3.
All right, West Aurora is going to drop back to just pick up half court rather than going to the trap that they used off of made baskets in round one against Mount Vernon.
Page with it, finds Griffin, who fakes from 16. Now he'll take that shot.
Gordon Kirkman will give him that shot all day long. That's not what Wayne McLean wants.
Lob pass inside. Nice entry. Green couldn't hit it with the putback. Got it counted, and he is fouled.
Unbelievable. Misses the easy one, and then in traffic gets bumped and scores it.
David, inside, when you get a lob like this, and I know this is your job to do the replay, but let me have one of these. You go right up. See how he ends up underneath the basket? You go up just like you do on a layup, because you don't want to end up under the basket trying to make something happen with a key play. Keep the guy in your hip, you go up strong, and you just lay it in, or you dunk it.
He wasn't under control. That was the problem.
Yeah, and it's just going straight up. Griffin inside with the turnaround jumper, comes up shy, fights for the rebound. It's loose and tipped out, and Manuel's right there. Boy, they're getting a lot of rebounds.
And that's what wears a team down. When you defend hard and then you don't come up with the ball.
Vincent Green has come out and played hard so far. And his team trails by 4, 9-5.
Now, West Aurora wants to run their offense here. They have one set they call Maverick with cutters. This is exactly what they're running here. They need to run their offense and get guys good looks at the basket like Jason Pasley just got. That's why they run a very solid half-court offense. It's been part of the West Aurora way since the early 1970s.
Sergio McLean had to tie his shoe. That's why he just came down. Griffin there with him. Little two-man game. McLean, baseline move. Page in the lane. Couldn't get it. There for the follow. There for a third try.
Well, they're going to play pitch and catch on the backboards. This game's going to be over quick.
Page with 6 of Manuel's 11 points here in the first period. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Kick out to the corner for 3. Back to the rim. Rebound loose. Page fights and gets it. McLean for 3. Front of the rim. Rebound tapped out. And again, Manuel with a second chance opportunity.
6-2 second chance points early in the ballgame for Manuel. This would be another second chance opportunity.
Williams picks up his dribble. Boy, good ball movement, good player movement. Griffin looks for Page, kicks it out for 3. Off. And West Aurora with a chance now as Greg Miller pulled down the rebound.
Now they need to set up and run their offense again, set some very effective screens, and get a good look at the basket. This is a big possession here. You want your guys to come into the huddle at the end of quarter number 1 and believe they can win the game.
What a great pass. Tremendous look from Williams inside to Green. He's got 5, and it's a 1-point game with just under 1 minute left in the first period. Cappy, you and I were talking about the game these two teams played at the Pontiac tournament last year.
It was a 4-point game with 3 minutes to go, and then West Aurora was forced to foul, and we know what Manuel does with the game on the line at the free throw line. They knocked down their free throws and won it by 14, but it was a heck of a contest.
Now let's see if the Blackhawks try and get the last shot of the quarter. 30 seconds left first period. Green looks for the cutters, turns around from 16 back to the rim, gets his own rebound and kicks it out. Pasley for 3, nope. Page lost it inside. Miller baseline jumper, and West Aurora has taken the lead.
Yeah,
8 seconds left in the quarter.
Second chance points.
Williams. And we played 1 period. 1 quarter is done here in Peoria. And the surprise after 1 period, West Aurora has the lead over the defending 3-time state champs, 12-11 after a quarter here in Peoria. West Aurora fans are excited to be here in the championship game, as well they should be.
Isn't that a great sight?
Yeah, it's fun. Today, the semifinals here. West Aurora beat Boylan 60-55. They did it with a strong 4th quarter. And Peoria, boy, they just hung on. They had a great first quarter. Manuel came back. It was a fun ball game, back and forth, good runs. What adjustments do you make if you're Peoria Manuel after the first quarter?
I would probably put a little bit more defensive pressure on the ball and contest shots. I thought Manuel became a bit passive defensively, allowing West Aurora to run their offense, run their sets in half court, which got Pasley a good look and got Miller a good look.
David, I'm not really worried about these guys being tired. Emotionally, maybe. Physically, no. But emotional for Peoria Manuel, maybe a little bit different deal as McLean picked it up inside. Nice fake. Very intelligent play.
He does such a good job head and shoulder fake. I mean, that is a big-time move. Get all the bodies going up. As they come down, he explodes. Real nice interior pass. Miller does a good job to get a hand on it. And look at that. That's just tough basketball.
Good head fake and ball fake. Showed him the basketball and then brought it down. There's a guy we didn't know if he was going to play the second quarter on of the first quarterfinal game against Whitney Young. He hurt his neck, came back, and was just outstanding. Miller lost it. Williams trying to make him pay. Spin move. They wanted a travel call, but here's Pasley. Pasley almost had it knocked away. Manuel takes a lot of chances at the ball. They take swipes.
Boy, they hustle back. And that transition from defense to offense and vice versa, and they really worked hard to bust down the floor and try to come up with a steal.
Good backdoor play. That was very well done. Andre Newsom puts it in. He's got 4 points. And what you talked about, I think, was right. Peoria is trying to put more pressure on the ball, but when you do, if you get a guy that gets a little bit lazy or maybe just doesn't pay attention, you start to take a couple steps out and then shoot right back to the basket. You can get an open layup like he just did.
And with a team that's well coached like West Aurora, that sets screens and really works hard at executing their cuts to the basket, you're right, they're going to get some very easy opportunities. They must convert them.
Holding call against Andre Newsom.
Fouls on number 40.
That's his second. Now Williams will check out.
20, Drake Ford in the lineup.
Drake Ford comes into the game. Set their offense up. Here's Brooks on top. Boy, he's been smooth this weekend. Inside, and a foul call. Marcus Griffin had good post-up position, and the holding call.
He works hard, really trying to establish himself on the low block. Plus, with the athletic ability he brings to the table, he makes it a very tough target to defend.
A little pushing and shoving going on the inside. The referee goes in to talk to him. Says, come on, guys. With the fake, comes inside, hangs, missed it, rebound, tap, and Miller tapped that over the basket to his teammate.
That was a smart
Oh, that really was. I haven't seen that before. I've been watching basketball a long time. I don't see that very often. There's Pasley going backdoor, now kicks it out. A lot of standing around again by West Aurora. And a holding call on the inside. That'll go on Drake Ford.
Tom, we talked earlier that everyone focuses on McLean and Griffin, two seniors, great players. If they win tonight, part of 4 straight state titles, there's a bevy of talented underclassmen on this Manual team, led by Frank Williams.
Frank Williams, I think, has got to be one of the best guards, not only in the state, but in the country. He can really play. He sees the floor so well.
Top 10 player in America. This guy can really play.
Williams, that came up short. And the rebound pulled down by Robert Johnson, another one of the underclassmen with a lot of talent on this Peoria team. They won't have the size and strength that they do now. They'll have great guards. And great guards can take you a long way. McLean pops out on the floor. Makes the move, goes to the basket, had it blocked. Second one, boy, that's something. A lot of times a guy gets a shot blocked, David, and doesn't react very well. It didn't even bother McLean at all. 15-14, Pasley had it blocked, but a foul called on Marcus Griffin.
Again, second chance points at the other end of the floor. We saw Marcus Griffin yesterday with a tremendous shot block on Cordell Henry of Whitney Young. There's a good job to get up toward the basket.
Frankie Williams returns to the lineup.
I think the foul may have been with the body. He looks at the official as if to say, no foul. We'll see right here. There's some contact with the body.
Got him on the shoulder. Pasley, a 69% free throw shooter. Missed them both, but they get the rebound. putback would not fall. Miller fought for it. McLean just took it away. (15-14), just under 5 minutes left in the first half. Big guy put it up, couldn't get it, missed the tap. This one is tipped out and backcourt.
Well, the Manual crowd and the West Side crowd, varied emotions. We'll take a look at the scrum for the ball. Officials made a good call, Tom, right on top of it.
Timeout called, 4:47 left first half. Manual leads it by 1. .447 left first half. Manual leads it by 1, and there's a reason this team is the #1 team in the country, Caps.
3 All-Staters, only 3 teams since they went to 2-class basketball in Illinois. Only 3 teams have had 3 All-State players, and you look at that. Williams, McLean, Griffin. What a troika.
McLean with 4, Griffin with 2. Williams has not scored, but he will. He's a guy that picks his spots really well. Williams with it on top, right side for Miller. Rebounding has been a problem for West Aurora. Stolen away. Frank Williams pushes it up the floor and now slows it down. David, 16 rebounds for Peoria Manual. 9 of those are offensive.
That's the big number that jumps out at you.
They've got 8 second chance points compared to just 4. Williams got it inside and out of bounds. It'll belong to West Aurora.
Frank Williams caught the ball. I think he was expecting a lob play.
Wasn't a very good pass.
No.
I mean, whether it was a lob or whether it was a regular pass, it was kind of in between. Now, he thought he got bumped, and he may have. Turnovers, 3 each. Oh, dangerous pass. Inside, and Miller reached in and picked up the personal foul. That's not a very good pass.
Well, you don't pick your dribble up in the back court, which is exactly what he did. Now you have more problems because you don't have your dribble. You've got 3 Manual players there in a trap situation, and there's nothing he can do but foul.
Robert Johnson shoots 2.
Best way to attack a press, and we talked about this earlier today, is to move the ball side to side and advance it either up the middle or up the sideline via the pass. You can't dribble through pressure.
Unless you're Muggsy Bogues or somebody like that.
And he's not here tonight.
No, he won't play in this game. Johnson missed the first. He's got 1 more coming.
And look at Wayne McLean.
Full court pressure now. They double team on the first pass, and they take care of that very well. Nice, smart decisions. Let's see if West Aurora can get a little bit more movement now. Started to stand just a bit. And you
hear Gordon Kirkman
move. Looking back door. Nice pass on top. That's great ball movement. 3 from the left side didn't go, but that was really nice ball movement. Brooks brings it out. Williams faked the 3, didn't take it. Griffin makes the move, kicks it back to McLean. Knocked away, loose ball picked up by West Aurora. And there's what you like your point guard to do. Come back and get the ball.
He's their emotional leader and the guy they look to. Manual can go a couple different ways. For West Aurora, it's Travis Williams. He's the son of assistant coach Curtis Shaw.
Not much scoring here in the second quarter. It's been quiet. Been very well defensively played. Ooh, dangerous pass. And again, a tough pass. Trying to force it instead of taking the easy ones. And David, it seems like they get a little bit in a hurry. Turnaround jumper. Griffin couldn't get it. And Williams right there for the rebound. Bounces it ahead and threw that one away. Back to Griffin, who lays it in and out. And timeout. West Aurora wants a timeout. Gordon Kirkman is screaming for a timeout, and finally his players hear it. 2:04 left first half. We got a 2-point game. Peoria with the lead. Good seats, huh, guys? Actually, they are, because they're in the building, Cap.
There were people, we're not exaggerating, sleeping outside last night after the quarterfinal round ended. And they slept all the way through to 9 o'clock this morning when a handful of seats apparently were returned by a couple schools that went back. Those were gobbled up within 10 minutes.
They said there were going to be about 800 tickets available. Had a timeout just a second ago. Miller from 16. Terrible shot. Rebound fought for, and Miller comes up with it. Let's see if they take it out. No, he goes right inside and missed the first, but got the follow. Quickly, let's go to Eric Collins. What did you hear, Eric?
Yeah, Tom, Gordon was a very angry man. He said, you guys have looked terrible the last 4 possessions. He's imploring these guys to pass the ball and move. Keep moving on offense. That's the key, according to Gordon Kirkman.
Yeah,
Tommy, back to you.
I can't agree more. They started to stand around, and David, when they moved offensively, as you see the second quarter, just horrible for both teams. Trying to come around from the side and a foul called.
The way that they have changed things defending the low post today, Tom. Early in the tournament against Mount Vernon, even against Rockford Boylan, they played half man around a good majority of the time on the low side, guarding the baseline side of a low post player. Tonight, what they've decided to do is play behind because they don't feel that they are big enough or quick enough to handle a guy like Marcus Griffin or the strength of a guy like Jarrell Page. So they're playing behind and hoping to get some help with guards dropping down to double team the post.
Williams for 3, off, and Miller with the rebound. Miller's going to have to step up. Andre Newson's going to check out here in a minute. He's got 3 fouls. Newson is number 40. Again, Caps are just not doing a lot of moving.
No, and a team that has great athletes that watches freelance basketball, you can do that. You can stand around and watch the great players make plays. Teams that execute have to move, and they're not doing it.
Pasley brings it out. A minute left in the first half. A very low-scoring second quarter. We're tied at just 16 apiece. And I don't think it's nerves, David. I think both teams are playing very well defensively.
Both teams very aggressive, very physical.
Newson from 15. Nope. Green with a rebound, had it knocked out of bounds, and a substitution comes for West Aurora. Jason Paul, a 6'4" junior, comes in as Newson has to check out. 27.2 seconds left in the half.
Coach Kirkman just put up one finger. He'd like one shot.
Sure it's not play number 1?
No, he wants one shot.
I'm just kidding you. I know it.
And he is not a happy camper right now.
Well, he can't be. I mean, his team ought to be winning this game. And I don't mean to be exaggerating or anything. I'm telling you, his team ought to be winning this game.
They have not done a good job executing their offense. And again, this is an offense these kids grow up learning to run.
Right.
It's been part of West Aurora for a long time.
There's the inbound pass. 18-16, West Aurora with the lead. He's got 6.
Solid execution.
Oh, yeah, that was great. That was great. Coming down to the end of the first half. 10 seconds left. McLean will make the move. Wants it in the lane, puts it up and in at the buzzer. We've played one half of basketball. The Class 2A state championship game. 3-time defending champ Peoria Manual tied with West Aurora at 18. Let's go over. Eric Collins standing by with Wayne McLean. Go ahead, Eric.
Yeah, thanks, Tom. Wayne, it's tied up at halftime, but hardly spectacular basketball being played.
Excuse me, I hear you.
Hardly spectacular basketball being played.
You know, it's tough. You know, we played such an emotional game.
earlier, and looked like it took a lot of our legs out of us. We're looking like we're going about 50% out there, and we just got to find a way to gut it through. So hopefully the second half we can pick it up a little.
Any doubts in your mind?
No, we got 16 minutes here, and the game is tied, so we're at square one. So we just got to come out here. We're going to have a spurt somewhere along the way, hopefully, and pick up the pace a little.
All right, Wayne, we wish you good luck in the second half. Thanks again for talking to us. Tommy, we'll send it back to you.
A good first half, a tight first half, good defense for both teams. We're tied at 18 at halftime. Manual in West Aurora. We got second half and halftime activities coming up. Stick around.
West Aurora 7, Manual 4.
Steve Cap inside Carver Arena. Very, very surprising first half, and unbelievable, folks. 18-18 right now at the intermission. West Aurora and Peoria Manual. Most surprising, but so far a great basketball game. Something we didn't expect, but we're happy we have it. This is the fourth time West Aurora has played for the state championship. The 3 previous times they came away losers, but the closest they came was 1976 in a game against Morgan Park. And let's take you back right now. West Aurora seemed to have a comfortable 4-point lead in the final minute of the game, but Morgan Park rallied, setting up one of the most memorable finishes in tournament history.
Makes the next one. 44-43 in the backcourt with the ball. Scramble for it. Bill Warden wants a timeout, but he can't take one. Jump ball. Cobb is going to control this tip. The question is who. And Bowman says, tip it to me. Cobb tips it. Grabbed by Smith. He shoots. He hits it. The game is over. Morgan Park has won it.
Morgan Park captures the state title with an unbelievable 45-44 victory over West Aurora. Great, great ball game. Peoria Manual is trying to become the first team to win 4 consecutive Illinois state titles. The only other team to win 3 in a row is East St. Louis Lincoln. Here's a look at how they did it. We're going to take you back right now 8 years ago, 1989. East St. Louis Lincoln was looking to make state history by becoming the first team to win 3 consecutive titles. They had beaten King and St. Francis de Sales the previous 2 years and took on Peoria High School in the championship game. This one was a classic, going to triple overtime before a champion was crowned. It ended in dramatic fashion with a history-making buzzer beater.
At this time, the Titans of Rockford Boylan, who finished the 97 season in 4th place, with a record of 31-4.
Under 10. Lincoln with the ball. This is Jackson with 3. Jackson lets fly. Goal! Jackson won the game. 3 in a row. Lincoln wins.
East St. Louis Lincoln wins its 3rd consecutive state title, the only school to do so before Peoria Manual's current run of 3 in a row. Right now, we're tied 18-18 all. Peoria Manual and West Aurora will come back and hand out a little hardware from the 3rd place game right after this in Carver Arena in Peoria. Stay with us. Back in Peoria, Manual and West Aurora tied at 18. Let's join in on the 3rd place trophy presentations. Right now, Rockford Boylan being awarded their trophies. And next, it's going to be Thornton, led by head coach Rocky Hill. They take home 3rd place. Rockford Boylan takes home the 4th place trophy.
Harvey Thornton, who finished the 97 season in 3rd place with a final record of 32-1. First, meet the principal of Thornton, William O'Neill. Athletic Director, Billy Manning. Head Coach, Rocky Hill. Assistant Coach, Troy Jackson. Assistant Coach, Roger Torella. Assistant Coach, Edgar Anderson. And assistant coach, Jeff Haynes. And now the Wildcats, Jermaine Hensborough. Mike Akasanya. Jarvis Landa. Sean Graves. Jeff Edens. Dante Jones. Isaac King. Derek Fumby. Jermaine Hempton. Will Maple. Taman Holloway. Antoine Randall L. Napoleon Harris. Melvin Eli. And Eric Herring. The Wildcats of Thornton Township. And now will coach Steve Gores and the captains of Rockford Boylan please step forward to receive the 4th place trophy. And now will coach Rocky Hill and the captains of Harvey Thornton step forward to receive the 3rd place trophy. Congratulations to both teams on excellent seasons and the representation of basketball in the state of Illinois.
Third and 4th place have been awarded. One game still undecided. 18-18, Peoria Manual and West Aurora at halftime. When we come back, Tom Dorr, David Kaplan analyze the first half. I'll see you after the game. Enjoy it.
A very low-scoring first half, 18 all, as the two teams played pretty well defensively. That was one of the big keys in the first half. And also, it was ball movement and people movement. They just didn't move the ball very well and didn't move the people very well, David.
Well, nobody moved. You're right, Tom. An outstanding defense. Should be a great second half because both coaches have now had a chance to orchestrate a bit in the locker room, talk to their guys, adjustments, and how they want to try and execute offensively in the half court and in transition.
All right, let's take a look at some of your highlights. What do you got, Caps?
All right, we'll get started with our highlights. Robert Johnson knocks down the long-distance tray. Not a lot of three-point opportunities in half number 1. Vincent Green misses the easy shot, but he works hard inside. Gets himself a three-point opportunity. Jason Pasley, he got himself a wide-open tray, and he drills it for West Aurora. And then Greg Miller, second chance points, 8-8 in the first half. Important second chance points here. Miller working hard, and he gets himself a shot on the glass, inside, score it for West High. Bounce, finish. Those are where the game is going to be won, Tom Dorr.
Let's take a look at our Ameritech first half stats. Neither team shot it very well, 30 and 40%. Second quarter field goals, 3 of 11 for Manual, just 3 of 9 for Aurora, but they're both making 3. That's one of the big keys. 3-pointers, both teams made 1. Rebounds started to be a big difference, but Aurora came back, especially offensive rebounding wise. They got a little run at the end, and that shows you the second chance points. Remember, we said it was 8-2 at one point in time with second chance points, Manual with the lead. Now it's 8-8, and you see Aurora had 3 more turnovers. We're tied after one half. We'll come back and decide the state champion of 2A in Illinois right after these. Welcome back, tied at 18. Eric Collins had a chance to check up with Gordon Kirkman just a second ago. Go ahead, guys.
Thanks, Tommy. George, I guess the question I want to ask you is, you guys are playing great basketball, yet you're tied with the #1 team in the state.
No, we're not playing very good ball. We turned it over way too many times and let them get to their offensive boards early. Also, I think we're 1 for 5 from the foul line, but we got the game going at our pace. I guess if we can keep it ugly, you know, we got ourselves a pretty good chance. But hopefully we'll come out and be a little bit more aggressive the second half. I thought we're very, very tentative on offense the first half.
All right, George, wish you all the best luck in the second.
Gordon Kirkman with Eric Collins about what they need to do. Manual has come out and spread the floor a little bit. Remember the old North Carolina 4 corners offense?
Well, this is somewhat of what they did at Pontiac a year ago, and Gordon Kirkman told me if they spread the floor on us offensively, we've got to be very careful on backdoor cuts because they're so athletic they can score over the top of you.
And he just told his team, watch the backdoor inside. Griffin couldn't get it. Rebound pulled down by Travis Williams.
Marcus Griffin just shook his head. He knows right now it's one of those nights. He's 1 of 8 from the floor. And he's had some good looks.
He has. Newsom, baseline jumper. Nope. Rebound loose. Pulled down by Johnson, and they push it ahead. Williams thought about the jumper. Griffin inside, had it stripped away. Miller fights for it. With McLean right there, finds Williams. He's got Newsom up the floor. Pasley finds Newsom. Nice weight. He allowed the defender, Robert Johnson, to go by and then laid it in. And West Aurora has a 2-point lead.
Well, Wayne McLean may need to sit Marcus Griffin down because he's playing uninspired. He is not having any success, and he's really not playing hard. He may want to go back with Jarrell Page because he worked in the first half.
Frank Williams baseline jumper, and I think they'll count the basket and the foul.
Count the basket.
Williams with the foul.
There's the dribble drive. There's the contact. There's the basket.
You will find this hard to believe. Frank Williams' first 2 points of the game.
That is very hard to believe. Coach Kirkman said, a couple hours ago now when we sat and talked for a bit, he said, we know that they have great talent. We have to hope that they don't shoot the ball well, that we defend well. But we also have to play our best game of the year in terms of taking care of the ball and executing. They've executed well in spurts. They're going to have to execute a heck of a lot better to win this game.
Kirkman talking to his players. He is really orchestrating the offense on the sidelines.
Well, he made a great point. He said, look where you're starting. Don't pass from that high because then you're forced to start your offense so much farther on the floor that all your shots that come within the flow of the offense are that much tougher because they're farther. Williams,
oh, nice look inside to Green. What a big-time play from Travis Williams. 7 for Green, but that was a big-time pass.
That was tremendous interior passing out of their emotional leader and their floor leader.
McLean trying to post up, and he is a big body inside. Williams for 3 off. Miller with the rebound.
Well, Manuel's just not doing a very good job offensively right now. They've broken down and gone into a one-on-one game.
Inside for Green, and Manuel may need a timeout. Vincent Green with 8, and it's a 3-point West Aurora lead.
You can tell West Aurora has a game plan, and they are definitely in this second half here early trying to execute it.
Griffin gets it inside. Baseline spinning jumper. Nope. Rebound. Miller fought and did save it. West Aurora leads it by 3 with just under 5 minutes left in the third. Pasley stepped out of bounds, and Williams gets just a little bit in a hurry. We got a timeout. 4:47 left in the third. West Aurora leads Peoria Manual 24-21. .447 left third period. West Aurora with the lead 24-21. And we've talked all night and all weekend really about the big three, the three All-Staters. McLean, Griffin, and Williams for Peoria Manual. See what they've done in the AA tournament. Let's see what they've done tonight.
Well, they definitely are not getting the production they need out of the low post. But Marcus Griffin is now out of the ballgame. I think it's a good substitution by Wayne McLean, because not only is he not scoring, you're going to have nights like that, Tom. He is playing very uninspired. He's not hustling back down the floor. This has got to be a wake-up call for him.
Williams goes down low. McLean inside, couldn't get it. Newsom with the rebound. Miller looks inside, tries to find the opening, pitches it back on top, and again a dangerous pass. That bounce pass going up to the top of the circle is not a good time, and not a good pass. Pasley from 17, nope. And Sergio McLean strong with a rebound.
That's another open, clean look. You've got to make those opportunities.
4 minutes left in the third. It's a 3-point ball game. Williams pitches it on top. Good ball movement now by Manuel. Move inside. Williams couldn't hang on.
Too much one-on-one again, Tom. Too much dribbling and too much not running offense.
Vincent Green with the jumper. He has 11, and it's a 26-21 lead for West Aurora, and Peoria Manual wants timeout. Timeout called. 3 minutes, 19 seconds left in the third, and West Aurora has a 5-point lead. West Aurora leads at 26-21 with 3:19 left, and this was a nice look.
Real nice look. Good job passing the basketball and catch it. He had one thing on his mind. And Pasley, I'm going to catch it and go up and score it.
Gordon Kirkman's done a nice job in this ball game.
Here's Dick Van Sciak, the veteran coach at Peoria Manual, led them to a title, and we were about to say Gordon Kirkman, been the head coach here since 1976. West High and Aurora went to the Elite Eight in 73 and in 76 under John McDougal, who's watching the game tonight. His wife had surgery on Thursday, and everybody from the West High family wanted us to pass along best wishes to Betty McDougal. John McDougal took third in 73, and in 76 they lost a heartbreaker at the buzzer to Morgan Park. He built this program, and Gordon Kirkman has carried it on in a big-time way.
Marcus Griffin checks back in for Peoria Manual. Aurora's on an 8-3 run since about the start of the second half. Inside, Griffin, double team, kicks it back out. Good defensive intensity, good help defense by West Aurora. The ball goes inside, they come in to help. Sergio McLean for a big three.
How many times are we going to see it that when they really need a shot in the arm, the guy they go to is Sergio McLean, and he delivers.
Newsom tripped by McLean. That's just his first personal foul.
Foul on McLean, his first.
McLean knocked it away, tried to come up with it, and Miller called for the holding foul. Boy, 2 big plays in a row.
Well, that's the second time in this ball game Greg Miller's put the ball on the deck as we see Sergio drill the tray. A huge basket for Manual. but twice Greg Miller's put it on the deck. Twice he's turned it over. Remember, once he picked up his dribble in the backcourt, trying to dribble through pressure, turned it over, and then we had the turnover right there.
Brooks with it on the wing, goes on top, and gets it right back. McLean, spin move. Big time move by Sergio McLean. He loves that spin move, David.
He is so good off the dribble, getting himself into the lane. He's got such a big, thick body that he can take the pounding, dish out a better pounding, and look at that look. Off the window, boom, hoop and the harm.
Replacing Jason Presley, Sergio McLean tries for 3.
Eric Collins, what do you got, partner?
Yeah, this is exactly what Wayne McLean was talking about in the last huddle. He was imploring his guys, beseeching his guys to go strong to the basket and get the foul called. He said they may not call it, but at least get the attitude that you're going to go strong to the glass. And it seemed to me that he was looking right at Marcus Griffin when he said it.
It would fit. Push the ball up the floor. Miller inside, bad pass. He stepped out of bounds. He forced that. He jumped in the air, David, without a clue as to what he was going to try and do.
Left his feet, had no idea what he wanted to do, and that was an opportunity, if West Aurora spreads the floor well, to get themselves a fairly easy shot opportunity.
Sergio McLean has stepped up and tied the game. We have 2 minutes left here in the third period. McLean one-on-one, right inside. He called one play, and then he looked over at his dad, the head coach, put his closed fist over his heart and pounded it. That's the play where he takes it himself. Green comes inside, blocked, but a foul called on Marcus Griffin.
They'll get him with the body. Pinned it on the glass. But again, you think about it when you know he's around the basket. There's Vincent Green exploding, and there's the foul. No doubt about the foul, but again, he sent a big message with the shot block.
Vincent Green gets the shooter's touch. He should. He's 21 of 29 from the free throw line this season. Makes both of those in a substitution. 13 for Green. Dustin Burrell comes in. Newsom leaves. Marcus Griffin checks out as Page comes back in. Jarrell Page back in for Manuel.
All right, now West Aurora makes the move. They decide to go with pressure, and it works.
Inside to Miller for the easy layup.
They made a tactical change. Gordon Kirkman said we're going to do much, but we may save it in the trick bag, and it works.
Look at Williams. Beats a triple team. Baseline, McLean missed it. Miller has the rebound. This place is about to go up for grabs. It's a 2-point game with 1:15 left in the third. Miller with it on the wing. Hasley goes back inside. Miller, no place to go. Green from 15 short. Miller had it, lost it. Hasley, as an afterthought, shot it and put it in. He started to pass it and then shot it and made it.
He didn't feel the presence of a shot blocker coming because Marcus Griffin isn't in the ball game, and he decided to explode, go up, and score it.
Frank Williams between the circles, looks over at his head coach. Wayne McLean says, let's get the last shot. West Aurora leads 32-28, coming down to the wire here in the third period.
What a great ball game, Tom Dorr.
The West Aurora faithful are really hooping it up. 15 seconds left in the period.
Zone look out of West Aurora. 1-2-2 look.
On the wing, the three, way off. 5 seconds left. Oh, he didn't have to shoot it from there. He did not have to shoot that. 1.2 seconds left, and Manuel has some time.
Gordon Kirkman was so irate. He was beat red. So look at the clock. There was 4 seconds when he let the ball go.
Williams throws it length of the floor and over everybody's head. Out of bounds down at the other end. West Aurora will have it now. West Aurora's got it with 1.2 seconds left.
Now the Manual bench is claiming the ball was tipped on the pass, so they want it to go out at the other end.
And their ball.
And they're not going to get it.
I don't think so. Miller pops in, put it up, and he was fouled by Sergio McLean as the quarter comes to a close. What an amazing 1.2 seconds. Pasley takes a bad shot with time left. Here's Miller's free throw, the first one in. He'll get one more. Then Peoria threw it away. And he got one out of the two. What a finish. He's got 9 points. We've played 3 periods in the state championship game here in Peoria. West Aurora's looking for the upset over the 3-time champion Rams of Peoria Manual. The West Aurora crowd has been excited. They are pumped up now. 1 quarter left. The 3-time defending state champ Peoria Manual trying to do what no team's ever done. Win 4 state championships in a row. The ball tapped out of bounds will belong to West Aurora. Oh no, hang on. Peoria Manual.
That's the right call. That's the right call. Ball went off of Jason Pasley. That's the right call. John Dacey, a veteran official, and he realized the error of his ways and made the right call. That's the job. Get it right.
Griffin comes way out on the floor, finds Williams in the lane. Frank Williams missed it. Miller with a rebound, but Williams took it right back.
How many times will you see guys not protect the ball on rebounds?
4-3. Robert Johnson makes it a 2-point game. 7 points for him, and it's 33-31. Travis Williams had it knocked away and a foul called. Marlon Brooks picks up the foul. That's his first. And it'll be 2 free throws for Travis Williams. Williams on the year, a 68% free throw shooter. Here's a game summary. Very low scoring first half, especially look at that second quarter. Aurora came back in the third. Green with 8 points in that third period for Aurora. Griffin just 2 points. Marcus Griffin has 3 fouls for Peoria Manual. First point for Travis Williams.
The real key, though, was Vincent Green in the third quarter. 8 big points, and he really played big inside, Tom.
Yeah. Yeah, he took up space. He wasn't afraid to go in there. Free throw is good. Substitution will come for West Aurora. Burrell comes back in. Pasley checks out.
To get a fast rest and get back in the ballgame.
Dangerous pass to throw it right in front of your own basket on a press situation. Williams with the fake. You got to take away the baseline of this guy and hope that you get help if he comes to the middle. Marcus Griffin with it down low. Kicks it back. Frank Williams for 3.
That's the danger when you double the post. You trap the post and you try and get a hand up to recover on the shot. But when it's Frank Williams, he just needs a little daylight to score.
Rebound taken away. It's a 1-point game, and traveling called on Williams. You said Pasley would get a quick rest. He's back in already.
And here's a pass up front, and that's a good call.
Sure is.
Frank Williams saw the body coming to take the charge, and he shuffled the feet.
Vincent Green back in. And there's the turnover. Williams stolen back by Travis Williams. Wow. These 2 guards have really played well against each other.
It's been a great matchup.
West Aurora doing a little standing again. Miller. And Sergio McLean called for the hold as he reached in. That's his 3rd personal now with 6:14 left.
Greg Miller knew as soon as he caught it in the corner, he wanted to use the baseline to make a dribble drive move to the basket. He caught it, reacted very quickly, and Sergio McClain didn't move his feet fast enough to stay with him, created the foul.
Miller looked inside for Vincent Green. And a foul called, a grab foul on Robert Johnson as he reached in. That's their 16th foul, just 3 for West Aurora.
Well, West Aurora's going to shoot the rest of the way after this. The next foul, they start shooting.
And a 68% free throw shooting team as opposed to 59 for Peoria's. The rim shot was missed, out of bounds. It'll belong to Manuel.
Well, Marcus Griffin didn't get the shot block, but he was such an intimidator.
And he hit the backboard. May have helped the ball come out, to be honest with you.
Well, he slapped the board. There should have been a call. Tough to tell. The screen, Coach Kirkman's up in front of me.
Frank Williams with it. Well, they have had great guard play throughout this state tournament. Marcus Griffin wanted it, gives it back. Long 3, Frank Williams. And Peoria Manuel has come back to take the lead for the first time in a long time. Williams with 9. Miller off the glass and good. A tough move.
All right, now going back to the other end, Tom, when Frank Williams got himself a clean look, Travis Williams never put a hand up defensively. He stood there and watched the shot. Again, same thing. He's got to get a hand up and contest the shot.
Sergio McClain now. See if he uses the spin move. Comes inside. There it is with a left hand. Nope. Rebound, Greg Miller. Tell you, Miller has come on the second half and played a little bit better.
The other thing Coach Kirkman's yelling is force middle, force middle. He wants to force Sergio into the defensive help.
Pasley can't believe he missed that shot, and Vincent Green will pick up the foul. Green expected that shot to go in, and Pasley's upset with himself right now that he didn't get the rebound. Timeout called. 4:43 left. We're tied at 37.
Folks, welcome back to Carver Arena. We have an absolute doozy of a ball game. We're joined by David Fry, the executive director of the IHSA. David, you got to be ecstatic with this weekend.
Well, absolutely, and you can't ask for better with less than 5 minutes to go, and we might as well just be starting.
Can you talk about Peoria's reaction to this entire event for the past couple of weeks?
Phenomenal is the only word for it. It's been absolutely marvelous. Great community support, tremendous excitement. Everywhere you go, everybody is excited and happy about it. And we really are welcomed here.
Peoria Manuel has the chance to win 4 consecutive championships. We're going to put you on the spot. What's going to happen in the next 4.5 minutes?
Well, we're going to have a 5 minutes almost of great basketball, and we're going to get a winner.
Thanks for a great weekend, David. Tommy, let's go back to you.
And our thanks to them as well. We are so pleased to be associated now with the IHSA here at Sports Channel. I think everybody at Sports Channel would say a big thank you, not only to the teams, but to the IHSA for putting on such a class event.
And speaking just for you and I know what you and I have talked about all weekend. It's just been an absolute privilege to be here to call these games.
Oh, for the last 2 weekends for the A and AA, we've had a great time. Let's see who wins this. We're tied at 37 now. Frank Williams starts to back his way in, gives it back. McClain fakes the 3. Williams trying to post up. Here's a little reversal of the roles, huh? Williams the guard with a baseline jumper, no. And Travis Williams will be called for the foul.
Frank Williams has some height on Travis Williams. 4 or 5 inches he gives away defensively, Travis does. And here you look at Frank. Does a nice job. He turns and he squares to the basket. That's defended about as well as you can. But a little contact with the bodies.
Oh, I was about to say, there's a shooter's touch, huh? Frank Williams, just a 66% free throw shooter. You and I talked about this all weekend. If there's an Achilles heel for this team, this is it.
But what we've seen the first 2 games that they've played, when they needed the free throws, they made them. Especially Sergio McClain, as you get a look at Wayne right there.
10 points for Frank Williams and a 1-point lead for Peoria Manuel. Travis Williams gets it ahead. Newsom lost it, got it back. Looking for the open man, and again, West Aurora doing a lot of standing. Green inside, and Miller right there for the follow.
And West Aurora is really staying in the game, Tom. I think you put it best. They are making a living on the backboards, and they're working hard for second chance points.
McClain of the circle. Brings it to the right side. Greg Miller with 7 of his points here in the second half. Take the 3, didn't take it. Boy, this is really a well defensive played game. Sergio McLean for 3. Bounces off. Rebound pulled down on the inside by Marlon Brooks, the 5'11" sophomore, and a foul called. How about Brooks going inside and just flat taking that rebound away?
Well, the West High players look at each other and say, did you block him off? Somebody's got to block him off, and look at that. That's Greg Miller's guy. He was the closest Blackhawk to him. Got to seal off no matter how small the man is. You got to box out.
Both teams are now in the bonus. Both teams shooting 1-1.
Williams looks inside. McLean really wanted it. He's posted up again. Vincent Green doing a nice job of helping out in the middle of the lane.
Doing a great job, Tom, with his peripheral vision. He's trying to guard both sides. Help on the wing and help down on the low post. Really doing a good job.
Inside, McLean comes in and puts it in.
What a physical presence. He uses his body to just get himself enough space, and he finds a way to score it.
Sergio McLean with 15. Newsom kicks it back out, and they'll reset their offense.
Dangerous passes on the
ball. Oh, there are, yeah. 1-point ball game, 40-39. Peoria Manual with the lead now. Miller picks up his dribble. Good ball movement, good player movement. Baseline jumper, nope. Newsom had position, but Griffin just came over the top for the rebound. Now Manual has the 1-point lead. We're coming down to 2 minutes remaining. Peoria Manual looking for an unprecedented 4th consecutive state championship. Williams missed it. Rebound tapped out by Griffin. Goes right to McLean. He'll drive baseline. Powers it up and in. Sergio McLean has 17, and he has taken this game over.
He is taking over at crunch time.
Steal back. Loose ball. Pasley goes down to get it. Loose ball again. Miller bounces it to Newsom, who lost it out of bounds, but it was tapped, and it'll belong to West Aurora. What a turn of events.
I think Gordon Kirk was going to take a timeout, and he is. That's a real good call. 1:44 left. 3-point game at the Class AA championship. Riding on the outcome. Don't go away. This is big-time basketball here in Peoria.
One minute, 44 seconds left. Here's our situation. Manual leads it 42-39, and quite a turn of events here. All right, you go down, I'll set a screen. You come off, but don't shoot it because I want to shoot it.
Well, here's the last segment. Ball really went off West Aurora. Watch as you follow the bouncing ball. Here comes Greg Miller, the pass to Andre Newsom. Loses it off his hands. But West High retains possession.
It's a lot of fun, you know it?
This is unbelievable. The electricity in this place is tremendous. Now, we know that for Peoria Manual, if there's a late shot that has to be taken to win a ball game, it will probably be Sergio McLean. West Aurora has a play they run in late game situations called scramble. They don't have one guy that they consider to be their primary scorer that they want to get the ball to. They run this situation, they run, they move, they set screens, and whoever has the best look at the time they got to get the shot off, that's who takes it.
1 minute, 44 seconds remain. Williams gets it into Green with the fake. Jump hook, put it in.
That's a tough shot. Good spin move, head and shoulder fake, and Marcus Griffin really didn't contest the shot as aggressively as I thought he would.
Vincent Green with 15. It's back to a 1-point ball game with a minute and a half remaining. They go into this spread offense now. There's Marlon Brooks. They come over to double team. Miller got a piece of it. He can't quite save it. It's out of bounds to Manual. How close was that?
Having a guy like Miller out top defensively, he's got long arms. He's 6'5", athletic. He's a baseball player. It's a guy they say maybe drafted in June. Almost came up with a huge steal.
We're coming to 1 minute remaining in the state championship game. Now remember this, Peoria Manual does not have to shoot. You've got to think that if they get it to Griffin again, they might foul him. Gordon Kirkman is going crazy. Every time Griffin got it, they hollered, foul him, foul him. Inside McLean, got it, count it, and he's fouled.
Difference between playing in a high school gym and playing in a big civic center. Your coach can't communicate to his players at the other end of the floor. There's so many people, so much noise. They couldn't hear him. He's saying, foul Griffin, foul Griffin. He had the ball 3 different times. He didn't get the foul done. 3-point play. There's Marcus Griffin. Nobody fouls him. There's Sergio McLean. A 2-man game they've run 1,000,000 times.
20 points for Sergio McLean. 48 seconds left. It's a 4-point ball game. Williams pushes it up the floor. On top for Pasley. He's been quiet tonight. Williams finds Pasley.
They don't need to worry about the 3 now. It's a 4-point game. Get a good shot opportunity.
Williams inside, got it, couldn't hit it. McLean with the rebound. And a foul will be called on Vincent Green.
Point bonus for Manual.
What a ball game this has been. 21.9 left. A 4-point working margin, and Sergio McLean, the most clutch of a clutch bunch of Peoria Manual Rams, goes to the line. But with the 3-point shot, Tom, a 2-possession game if he makes them both.
There's the sign, 4-peat. You can't see it anywhere. I mean, I can't remember the last 4-peat I've seen. McLean missed that. It's a 4-point game. They've got to hurry. They've got to get a good shot. And he lost it. McLean to the basket, and the icing is being put on the cake for Peoria Manual. Miller takes it in, lays it up, timeout called. Timeout West Aurora. Let's see if they put a little bit more time on the clock. 1.6 seconds is what's up there right now, and it's 47-43 Peoria Manual.
Well, here's the last basket. Greg Miller. We'll take a look at Sergio McLean coming down the lane. I mean, this is like a runaway truck. Explode to the basket, finish strong.
Most AA appearances, 11. Consecutive state championships, 3. Tied with East St. Louis. Tonight they're going for the record, 4 straight state championships. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable accomplishment. It's a wonderful program at Peoria Manual. Congratulations to the Rams. It's a 4-point game with 1.6 seconds left, so I think it's fairly safe to say 4 straight state titles for the Peoria Manual Rams, but what a gutty performance out of West Aurora. Gordon Kirkman is going to lay awake in bed tonight. He's going to run the tape back 50,000 different ways and look at a couple of opportunities that got away, and there's our player of the game.
Brought to you by Wendy's. It's Sergio McLean, 22 points, 10 of 18 from the field. 16 of those 22 points came in the second half.
Prime time. And playing with tremendous pain all weekend long.
That'll do it.
Final score, Peoria Manual 47, West Aurora 43. The state champions for the 4th consecutive year. Unprecedented in state basketball history. Peoria Manual Rams. Welcome parade for West Aurora will begin at the Jewel Plaza at 12. Parade will travel down West Carolina and include the high school. Recognition program will follow. Peoria Manual, the staging area for the parade will be at 1:30 tomorrow in Tacklin Park at the foot of Main Street. The route will be the Journal Star, go through West Peoria as well as the south side. The celebration assembly will be held at the Manual Gym.
Our congratulations go to both squads, and it's really nice to see West Aurora as happy as they are to make it to the state championship game. But boy, the player of the day, the player of the week, of the month, of the year, of the last 4 years practically, has been Sergio McClain.
Well, Tom,
the spotlight on him, and deservedly so.
He has, as we said all weekend, the heart of a lion. He has winner tattooed across his chest, and he's a quality student athlete.
Eric Collins is standing by with the victorious Wayne McClain. Go ahead, Eric.
Wayne, I want to be here when we put the hat on. I want that's your hat. I want that hat on going right now. You're state champions 4 consecutive years. What's going through your head right now?
Well, I tell you, it's a feeling that you can't describe. You know, it's like getting one pair of shoes and you want another. You know, you never can get enough of this, and it's a great time to be playing. I want to say that was a great team we played against today. Thornton was a great team. Whitney, those are class programs. I just feel fortunate. I feel fortunate. I have great assistant coaches, great perennial support. Hey, it takes us all to be successful, and I think God's blessed me to have a son that's played on this many championships teams, and to be a part of this with your son is extra special. And I would encourage any dad all over America, please stay with your kids. You know, teach them, support them, support their spouses, their companions, and good things can happen.
4 championships in a row. It may never be done again. Can you guys keep this thing up?
Hey, you never know. You just never know. We got a good group of kids coming back. Realistically, I don't know if we'll be on a championship run, but I know we'll be competitive. I'm just going to enjoy this one.
All right, you do
and
it.
not even think about anything else from basketball for a couple weeks.
Hey, 4 is enough for me. Congratulations,
Thank
Wayne.
you.
Once
Nice
again, you've been
doing
a
business
absolute
with you.
gentleman and a scholar. Thank you again.
man.
Enjoy this victory.
All right, thank you.
Hey, Tommy, let's send it back to you.
Paul, what a great win. What a great basketball game for 2 teams. And David, this was quite a show.
An unbelievable show. As you look at Gordon Kirkman, a wonderful effort out of the Aurora West Blackhawks. They've been close before. We told you in '76 they lost at the buzzer to Morgan Park. They were down here at '73. They were down here again during the '80s when they had Kenny Battle among some of the other great players who have prepped at that school. And it's everything and more that a title game should be in the top state in America for prep basketball.
Sergio McClain being talked to by just about everybody. You know, I think you got to give a lot of credit right now to West Aurora, because this is a basketball team that I don't think anybody would have picked in the middle of the season to make it this far. But this guy has just done a marvelous job with his team.
I think that's the beauty of what March Madness is and what the state tournament's all about. We know that the NCAAs, they take the top 64 teams, but in high school basketball, everyone gets a chance in March.
Eric Collins, give our congratulations to Gordon Kirkman. He did a great job.
All right, Tommy, first of all, Gordon, apologies for the George comment before. Gordon, you played a wonderful game. You just came up just a smidge short.
Yeah, we did. We kept digging ourselves a hole. We're getting out of the whole ball game, but we couldn't get out of that last one. I think it's a tribute to Manuel, and particularly to a guy like Sergio McClain, who sort of took it upon himself to take over there in the last quarter. We had our opportunities. We weren't really playing to be close. We were playing to win, but it didn't quite work out that way.
And you're one of the great coaches in all of Illinois. You've seen tons of basketball. How good is this Peoria Manual team?
Well, I think it's pretty hard to assess how good they are on tonight's performance. They came off a tough ball game this afternoon. We came out there, and I say we tried to make the game ugly. We tried to maintain possession as much as possible, shorten the game down. We did a lot of sagging off, gambling on some of their three-point shooters, and it cost us in the fourth quarter. They started knocking down the threes, although McClain and Williams were not two of the guys we want to lay off of.
Congratulations on the second place finish. Obviously, that's a wonderful accomplishment in itself. Tommy, let's send it back to you.
State High School. And Catherine Flanagan, a member of the IHSA Board of Directors.
Hey, let's take a look at the Pepsi play of the game. Let's get a chance to view this, and can't be no surprise, right?
Well, this is give-and-go basketball at its best. There's the trap. Marcus Griffin, the release man, then he finds his running buddy, Sergio McLean. There's the foul, there's the hoop, and that is our Pepsi play of the game.
Congratulations.
Awarding, look at that, national champs. Yep, you got to go along with it.
No doubt about it. They are the best team in the land.
Marcus Griffin holding up the sign for 4 in a row. That's hard to believe.
And people sitting at home saying, who's the one team that was able to beat Peoria Manual this year? Up in Chicago, Carver High School. Got it done in the Chicago area during the season. But when it counted, Manual is the team left standing.
All right, let's go to our PA announcer.
Individual awards for the 1997 Class AA Boys segment of Original March Madness. Presenting medallions will be members of the IHSA Board of Directors attending tonight's game. They are President Dennis Garber of Hoffman Estates, Division 1. Vice President William Wright of Savannah, Division 4. Secretary Greg Bradley of Mount Zion, Division 5. Catherine Flanagan of Chicago Manley, Division 1. Craig Zeck of Downers Grove South, Division 3. Gary Collins of Monmouth High School, Division 6. Patrick Sullivan of Roxana, Division 7, and the treasurer, Ron Ganchinitz of Collinsville, Division 7. At this time, please meet the Blackhawks of West Aurora, who finished the 97 season in second place with a final record of 29-4. Meet the principal of West Aurora High School, Dr. Mark McDonald. Athletic Director, John Bauer. Head Coach, Gordon Kirkman. Assistant Coach, Curtis Shaw. Assistant Coach, Skip Ulrich. Assistant Coach, Rick Albright. And now the Blackhawk players. Ben Winston. Antoine Robinson. Quasi Jenkins. Dustin Burrell. Travis Williams. Monzel Townsend. Dan McGuire. Jason Pesley. Jason Paul. Andre Newson. Byron Thompson. Greg Miller. Eris Foster. Vincent Green. Cordy Mendoza.
Good job, fellas.
And the manager, Mildred Cherna. The Blackhawks of West Aurora, second place, 1997. At this time, meet the Rams of Peoria Manual, who finished 1997 with their fourth consecutive AA state championship, a record of 31-1. Please meet the principal, Sandy Farkash. Athletic director, Mike Hampton. Head coach, Wayne McLean. Assistant coach, Chuck Westendorf. Assistant coach, Tim Kenny. Assistant coach, Fred Lee. And assistant coach, Dana Davis. And now the Rams players. Jarrell Spratling. Jerron Hudson. Preston Coleman. Drake Ford. Greg Andrews. Mark Moore. Alfonso Pollard. Marlon Brooks. Seneca Davis. Alex Stevens. Robert Johnson. Jarrell Page. Frankie Williams. Marcus Griffin. And Sergio McLean.
But he's still good, you know. He's still
The Rams of Manual, state champions 4 times in a row. And now will Coach Gordon Kirkman of West Aurora and the captains please step forward to receive the second place trophy. And now will Coach Wayne McLean, the captains of the Peoria Manual Rams, step forward to receive the first place trophy for 1997 Class AA.
quite a show, isn't it? Quite a show.
In about 5 minutes.
Great emotion out here.
International Fireworks Company.
The amazing thing is the arena is still, I would say, 95% full. I mean, everybody's excited.
We've got a lot more coming up. That guy right there holding the trophy, I think, symbolizes what's happened. Certainly this year, and maybe for the last few. Sergio McLean and Peoria Manual with 4 consecutive state championships. The final this evening, 47-43. Lots more coming up before we're done here in Peoria on Sports Channel.
For being here in a great edition of March Madness.
Well, the championship trophy is being passed around. The hugs, the kisses, the congratulatory handshakes, they all go around when you win 4 consecutive state championships. Our congratulations go to Peoria Manual and a tremendous basketball team that for 4 years has dominated the state of Illinois like no one ever has. Our congratulations again go to these guys right here. We'll come back and wrap it all up here in Peoria right after this. Welcome back to Peoria. The state champions are celebrating. It was quite a weekend here. Boy, we had a great time. We're so glad that you got a chance to join us. And for all my broadcast partners, Jim Blaney and Norm Van Leer, David Kaplan, my partner throughout the last 2 weekends. For Trio Video, Tim Sutton, Dave Turner, who did such a great job, Eric Collins, did an outstanding job alongside Yvonne Simmons, our sideline reporters. The smiles go around for Peoria Manual. How about that? Steve Cashel, I got to tell you, I really wondered how much fun I'd have down here this weekend with high school basketball. I don't think I've had a better time in a long, long time. This was a lot of fun. We had a great time.
Yes, we did, Tom. It was outstanding. And what a great championship game as Peoria Manual wins it, although West Aurora gave it their best shot. It was outstanding, folks. And by the way, before we go, we have to talk about the original term March Madness. It came from a man named H.V. Porter, who wrote it in a poem in 1942. He was the head coach at Athens High School, and he wrote about March Madness in a poem. It was picked up by Brent Musburger, yes, the Brent Musburger, the sportscaster, who then was writing for the Chicago American newspapers. And he took it to a national level on TV, and the rest is history. But Illinois belongs with March Madness, and March Madness belongs to the state of Illinois. Our thanks to the good people here in Peoria, Trio Video, our producers and directors. My name is Steve Cashel. For all of us working here in the IHSA Class AA Boys Basketball Tournament and the Class A, we thank you for watching. As we leave you now, one final look at March Madness 1997. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed it. We did.
Abney report to the bus.